A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. In this particular session, I would be talking about the person whose energy is popping out the most and who's also representing the collective today in this specific reading. So let's get started and let's find out what's in store for us from Sources Department. So as I started this particular session, I saw the number 1515. Actually, it was quite interesting to see all these numbers. I saw these three numbers in quick successions and I was quite surprised because all of them sound very similar. If you see 1515, 1505 and 0505. Also, someone was telling me that there was a time they used to see 4 times 1 a lot, but now it has gotten replaced with 4 times 4. So what does that mean? And this will be connected to this particular session. Let me just first tell you that first of all 1515 is a specific sign for positive change and transformation which is coming your way. Now this particular type of change is not easy and it's not like visible boom in your face, but when it happens it will be coming with some kind of pain in the body, or it could be coming some kind of difficulty you'll face, but it will happen. And pain in the body is also a good thing because till the time it's there, of course it can make you uncomfortable, but it always comes with a question. So when you are confused about which path to take, there's a pain, and it's in a specific area which obviously is connected to a specific thought pattern. When we do therapy and when we do personal readings, then we discuss about these pains because pains and aches are very common in the ascension journey. And for some people, these pains and aches go on for a prolonged period of time, even when they show to a doctor or even if they get many tests done, but there is no actual answer. The test will always say normal. They will always show normal. The doctors will always say it's normal, nothing big. They'll probably give you some painkiller or they will give you some kind of medicine that will ease out the pain for some time. But when it becomes recurring, then it definitely means that it is connected to a recurring chronic thought pattern of yours. So 1515 lets us all know that we can access the best outcome with our aligned action. And then comes the number 1505. Now 1505 also talks about the willingness to learn. It wants you to also remember how hard you have already worked. So there is a curiosity in you. You want to learn, you want to grow, but you also must look at the progress that you have made so far. That is so important because then that gives us the motivation to go further ahead. If we do not look at the progress, then we don't feel that motivated. So motivation is required, right, in order to go ahead. So you need to take some rest, you need to be relaxed. I spoke in the past channeling how important it is to be relaxed in your mind. We are not just talking about body's relaxation, but we are also talking about the mind's relaxation. And if you are more relaxed and chilled out and you are like patient with things, then you will become more and more unique, and you will be more unique in such a way that you will be much better off than 3D people. Already most of you are not like 3D people because of many factors, especially the detachment from samsaric things. You don't want the typical samsaric things as much as they wanted or as much as they're stuck in it. Like a lot of 3D people are always stuck in people pleasing, talking to people, meeting people, doing things with people. They're spending so much time with other people that their own energies are usually kind of mixed up. They don't have their own energies or their own thoughts. So you are not that stuck with samsaric reality, but there are few areas which need work. and it's almost like when a car goes for servicing, it has to get oiling, greasing, the engine oil has to be changed, the coolant has to be put into it more if there is less, and some other important things needs to be done. The engine oil needs to go in there, the alignment has to be done, the wheel balancing has to be done. Similarly, a human being also needs servicing from time to time. Then you will be good to go on the road. Right? So I'm also sensing that you're becoming more and more creative. Some of you never knew that you were that creative, but now, because some of you are actually in this particular session that I'm doing, some of you are already in this energy, but you could be confused, you could be thinking, am I doing the right thing or not? So this could be like a validation, because the more relaxed you are than before, the more creative you are going to be, and the more you're going to feel like, empty. It's not like an empty void inside you, but many a times when you wake up in the morning, you would be like, okay, I am completely like a new slate today. That kind of feeling you're going to get, or you could be getting already. So this will apply to those who have already released some of the major worries of their life, some of the major worries which you personally would know, because this is a collective reading. I cannot speak about one person individually, and that's why I'm picking up onto the energy of the one who is like most in tune with this particular energy or in this particular frequency. You are more compassionate than other beings. You believe in play. You do casual things. Now someone was asking me, what is the difference between work and play? Because for me, my work is also play, and or I want my work to become play. I want my work to be like, nothing big for me every day. So let me tell you, when you are not having any materialistic attachment or any materialistic purpose with whatever you are doing, no gains attached, you are just simply doing it, like going for a walk, making something out of nothing, like recycling stuff, decorating your house, doing some kind of recycling, cleaning up your house, dancing a little bit, going for some fitness activity which you really love, which really helps you in relaxing yourself. So then that is play. And for some people, your work can also become play if you love it a lot. Like naturally you would be drawn to do it. No one's going to force you. Even if you're unwell, even if you're not happy some days, it can happen with anyone. The best of us go through it. Even if there are many challenges, you would be able to get up and do it because you love doing it so much. So that's why we say you should always work in such a way that you enjoy your work the most, so it naturally comes to you. So again, 1505 is telling you to stay positive. It is kind of a cue card being shown from spiritual forces that there is another change of dimension in your life, and God will definitely lead your steps. And when people talk about living in 5D from 3D, there is a change, there is a gradual change. And I'm also doing a therapy which is about, if you guys want, you can check out the description box. There is one of a new therapy that I've added, which is from 3D to 5D, a transition from 3D to 5D. That's what this therapy is all about. You guys can enroll into that therapy, and then you will stop complaining about what's happening to me, what's happening to my life. You're not going to say that, because the less we complain about things individually, like sitting alone, when we do it less and less, the more and more we get into the receiving energies. And then the third number that was shown to me, which is 0505. 0505 is very interesting over here because it kind of completes this series, because it says that you're undoubtedly on the right path. So if you are getting confused, what am I doing? What's wrong with me? Why am I acting this way? Am I normal? Am I okay? Then this number is telling you that you should trust yourself, you should follow your intuition to the T, and you should take inspired action. Like I was just talking about, that your work can become play if you love it, or in general also, things are happening in your life, you feel like doing it, you feel like cleaning up the clutter, you feel like throwing some things away, and in some cases you don't want to do anything, like that this has to be done in the 3D reality, you know this has to be done, but you don't feel like doing it, so you're not gonna do it. So that's okay if you don't feel like doing it. If you want to take a nap in the afternoon, even if you have lots and lots to do, it's okay, take that nap. It's very important, because your body is also kind of telling you. And also I know this for a fact, that whenever your intuition powers are growing, whenever your intuition powers are going in the upper direction and growing also, you are always going to feel like taking lots and lots of naps. And those are not going to be long naps. Maximum 1 hour is what you can sleep. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you would feel like taking naps, because that is the time when the downloads are going to come in through to you. Now this channeling is more so about ego death, because you are responsible for someone's ego death, because you are also responsible for your own ego death. A person who can without any inhibitions let the ego die is a very powerful person. But most people don't want to do that. They don't want their ego to die. They always want to prove to other people that I am so good. And how to know a person is very egotistical. Like whenever someone will make a mistake, or there will be a confusion, or there will be some kind of a misunderstanding, they will be like the biggest preacher of all time. They will be like, I do it like this, you should also do it like this. I do it this way, you should also do it this way. I know how to get this done, you should also get this done like this, So recently also I came across a person who was majorly in the ego energies. And when person is in an ego energy, they don't want to listen to other people. They just get so angry and so mad and upset that you can sense in their energy that they are suffering. And whenever people take up fights with random people, with unknown people, with strangers, they are always having an issue in their house. Always, always, always. It's a must. When they are having issues with their own people, with their own family members, someone who's very close to them is not being by their side, then they will always fight it out with other people outside, because they cannot cry out, or they cannot understand that dynamic, or they cannot heal that dynamic. They have not reached there yet, because this is also an area which needs to be worked upon, and it's a part of inner work. We all know that family dynamics is very, very important, or someone close to you who is like family. You're not able to voice it out, you're not able to speak about the problem, then the problem will persist and it will spread in other areas of your life. So you could be definitely the reason for someone's ego death and that person's further spiritual awakening. And so whosoever I'm picking on, this person is going through a lot of transformation. You are currently dealing with a lot of things, but you are dealing it with a happy face. You have decided that no matter what happens, I am not going to be sad anymore. I'm not going to be worrying anymore. I have some notes over here with me, and it's interesting that the person's ego that I had to face coincided simply because the timing is so right for some of you people. You could also be facing someone like that in your reality, who's just acting up with you, making things difficult with you, making things hard for you, just in a very passive aggressive way, trying to harass you, trying to pull your energy down. Because sometimes it happens that when you get affected or impacted by these people, you can stay for a long time in those negative energies, which are like inside of them, which are like a volcanic eruption, though it should be happening in a different way, because whenever such an emotional eruption happens, it should be able to transmutate and take you further up. You must have heard energy cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred from one place to another. So that is what energy transmutation is all about. When you are able to process the anger in a very smooth way, or the lust or the anger or the greed or any sin, whenever any sin arises and you're able to handle it well, you're aware about it, you're in awareness of it, you're looking at it, okay, this emotion is coming up, and you're able to transmutate it very swiftly and still carry on doing other things, not letting it impact your other conversations, other dialogues, other talks. That's it. You are learning to transmutate energy in the real physical world. Otherwise, for a lot of people, it's not easy to do it on a day-to-day basis. For some people, it's not. But I can sense over here that you are trying to work on yourself. You really need a pat on your back, and I'm here to give it to you guys. You are someone who's very beautiful person, someone who's very special, someone who's very gifted, and the fact that you're trying to work it out, work around your life, shows that you are a spiritual warrior, that you're a go-getter, and my intuition is telling me that you will achieve whatever you're wanting to achieve. So just stay on with it. The numbers are showing you that, the channeling is showing you that. So once again, this is a snappy and a quick channeling session which is very specific to people. If in case you are coming across anyone who is showing you a lot of ego, then I think you must bless that person. You should not entangle with this person at all, because if you're going to entangle with this person, you are going to give them your energy, and your energy is precious. You don't have to give it to anybody. They are in their cranky child energies, or they are in their overprivileged energy. Like they feel that money is everything. They can play people with money, and they can just take whatever they want from other people and then give them loads and loads of feedback to work upon, and not do that work on their own selves. You are coming across this type of person or this type of energy for a reason. Also, sometimes some of these people could be very, very close to you, and when they act it out in front of you, or they act up like you are supposed to baby them, you must understand that you're not supposed to baby them unnecessarily. And trust me, when you don't baby them, you will find people, you will see faces who are going to love you for who you are. Because actually, maybe in that situation, it's you who needs to be pampered, but in a nice way. You know, pampering is not about going coochie cooing all the time. Pampering is about appreciation. Pampering is about acknowledgement. For a grown-up adult, pampering is about acceptance. Pampering is about being visibly open to the nice things that you're doing for them, the love that you're giving to them, the love that you're showering to them. So when you are able to ignore this person's negativity, when you don't allow, when you create a protective shield around you, you will automatically get that love and affection, and you will be also able to reciprocate the love and affection to a right person, to the right person who truly deserves it, who truly deserves for them and for you to get the energy channelized in the right direction. Alright, so on this wonderful note, I'm going to sign out. You can get into personal sessions and therapy with me, and the details are given in the description box, and you can also write an email to me. For people who are in other countries, you can use the PayPal link to connect with me to book the sessions. And for people who are from India, you have to email to me and get my PAYTM or GPAY details. And yes, you can also get my book In the Name of Love, which is a journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. It's a very high vibrational book, and it can really help you understand and perceive things around you happening, and be more and more in love with yourself and with the inner work journey that you're doing, while there are so many romantic illusions and delusions on this planet. So I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.